South-South and triangular cooperation is more than a development tool. It is a partnership of equals. For the ILO, SSTC means harnessing the wealth of knowledge, innovation, and resilience that countries of the Global South already possess. Through South-South and triangular cooperation, we see workers, employers, and governments exchanging solutions that are tested in real contexts. From expanding social protection floors, to tackling informality, to advancing skills for the future of work. These exchanges are not one-directional. They are reciprocal, practical, and rooted in solidarity. As the ILO focal point for BRICS, I had the pleasure to represent the Director General in Brasilia during the Brazilian presidency, carrying the words that the Global South is at the heart of the BRICS agenda, while integrating social justice to decent work in AI and just transitions. Triangular cooperation then adds another dimension, bringing in resources and expertise from traditional partners to scale up what works. On this Global South-South Day, we celebrate the fact that cooperation is no longer about transfer. It is about co-creation, shared responsibility, and collective progress toward decent work and the Sustainable Development Goals. Together, through South-South and triangular cooperation, we are proving that development is stronger when it is shared.
Happy South-South Day! I am very pleased to talk to you briefly about the United Nations South-South Cooperation Day. Every year we celebrate how countries are working together, how they can learn from each other to help them with specific topics. In the context of the ILO, the International Labour Organization, South-South collaboration is about countries in the South, different parts of the globe, see what they can learn from each other to realize decent work for all, for social justice. This is not something new. We've been doing this for a long time, supported by countries like Brazil, China, and others, and where we also put our own resources to this. So this South-South Day is a day to celebrate what we have done, but also to look forward, because increasingly the cooperation between countries, what we can learn from each other, is important. So happy South-South Day.
Hello, welcome to the South-South Day of the United Nations. I just wanted to let you know that this is a very important day, especially for the Partnerships Department, because we have work on South-South cooperation. And I wanted to tell you a small story that touched me very much, which is about the women weavers that work across borders between Brazil and Uruguay. And these are women weavers that use PET recycling. One side of the border does the PET recycling, the other does the PET weaving, and together they build shirts and sell for cooperative solidarity economy. So this is one of the important examples of how South-South cooperation in the making can actually help decent work, social justice. And I think it's very important also that the South-South Day coincides with the opening of the General Assembly of the United Nations. So that's South-South cooperation and triangular cooperation is at the heart of the multilateral concerns. Thank you.
Development cooperation is now at a crossroads. How to reinvigorate this architecture and renew our commitment to social justice. South-South cooperation, more than ever before, needs to be revitalized as a transformative force for sustainable development. We have seen good practice across regions, from skills development network among Tibet institutes, to regional policy dialogue, tailor-made employment and entrepreneurship trainings for ASEAN countries, from South-South University to promoting apprenticeship and productivity ecosystem in BRICS countries. South-South cooperation has brought tangible benefits to the people in the Global South and fostered more inclusive, coordinated, and effective multilateral solutions. So looking ahead, let's strive to shape a more equitable global development model rooted in solidarity and mutual benefits.
Today we celebrate the United Nations South-South Day. And with this day, I want to say that South-South for me means hope. In this rapidly changing world, with all challenges we are meeting and facing nowadays, we can see how developing countries giving a hand to each other, helping to achieve the 2030 agenda through their collaborative efforts. Have you ever seen how people from Jordan and Vietnam very vividly discussing the irrigated system in their own countries? I witnessed this in Bangladesh, and I must admit that it was very vivid and inspiring, and it really gives us hope for the better future.
South-South and Triangle Cooperation is solidarity in action. It is a growing modus operandi that focuses on shared knowledges and advocacy for local solutions of growing challenges. At ILO, SSDC, we provided millions of support for our partners. As a Palestinian, I'm proud to highlight two examples, one from the Kuwaiti Ministry of Social Affairs and Labor and the Saudi Fund for Development. Together, we created millions of jobs. We put in motion many sustainable programs. This was solidarity in action.
La coopération Sud-Sud et triangulaire est basée sur le leadership des pays dits du Sud dans la conduite des projets de coopération. C'est en ce sens qu'elle insiste sur une approche axée sur les demandes émises par les bénéficiaires pour concevoir des politiques ou des projets sur mesure. C'est aussi une approche tournée vers l'innovation, dans la mesure où face aux différents défis et enjeux auxquels nous faisons face, ce paradigme de solidarité internationale est proposé pour atteindre des objectifs globaux tout en prenant en compte les spécificités et les besoins locaux nationaux. Pour ma part, j'ai été ravi de travailler sur un projet visant l'intégration des travailleurs kenyans aux chaînes de valeur de l'horticulture. Ce projet entre Madagascar, le Kenya et la France vise le marché de Rungis, qui est en fait le plus grand marché de produits frais au monde. D'un côté, le Kenya et Madagascar apportent des connaissances en matière d'horticulture verte, soucieuse de l'environnement et du développement durable. De l'autre côté, la France apporte une expertise technique et normative à ce projet de coopération.